protection of the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States. That's big stuff.
After President Trump's executive order suspended the entry of refugees and travelers from 7 predominantly Muslim countries, leaders from around Silicon Valley rallied against the move, saying it violated the country's principles and risked disrupting its engine of innovation. Google's Sergey Brin even showed up at San Francisco International Airport to join the protests.
We're really seeing tech stand up unified in anger, it seems.
Oh my God, Silicon Valley derives an enormous strength from immigrants.
Trump's next steps on immigration could strike even closer to home for tech leaders.
And I know the H-1B very well, and it's something that I frankly use and I shouldn't be allowed to use. It's very bad for our workers, and it's unfair for our workers, and we should end it.
Following his tough campaign rhetoric, Trump's administration has drafted an executive order aimed at overhauling the work visa program technology companies depend on to hire tens of thousands of employees each year. So here's the situation. In 2016, it took less than a week for applicants to exhaust the year's 85,000 petitions allotted for H-1B visas. Facebook, Google, Intel, and Cisco Systems are among the companies lobbying Congress to increase the number of these visas, with Facebook more than doubling the amount of money it spent on lobbying in 2016 as compared to 2012. The H-1B is popular with tech companies because it's designed to bring in specialists in science, technology, engineering, and math to work for 3-year terms. In recent years, outsourcing companies from India have snapped up more of these H-1B visas, even as tech companies in Silicon Valley complain that they can't get enough to meet their staffing demands. Now here's the argument. Changes to the H-1B program could shift Silicon Valley's bottom line. One bill before Congress, for example, would prioritize visa requests by companies willing to pay H-1B's hires twice the prevailing wage. This could address one of the complaints by opponents of the program, that companies have replaced higher-paid Americans with lower-paid H-1B workers. But U.S. tech companies argue that universities aren't producing enough mathematicians and engineers to keep pace with an economy producing 150,000 new jobs in those fields a year. Opponents of the H-1B visa point to an increase in U.S. students seeking degrees in science and technology, and they say the program leads to job losses in the U.S. Since outsourcing firms receive half of the H-1B visas, foreign workers trained in the U.S. can then take those same jobs back to their home countries.
From this day